episode 100 of the Cat Lady podcast. 100 episodes. It only took me, what, 4 years? I don't know. I don't know where I am, what I'm doing anymore, but here I am. I made it to episode 100, so thank you so much for joining me. If you are new, welcome. I am a knitting, spinning, crafty podcast. My name is Andrea. I go by the Cat Lady with CATT, craft all the things, which I do. I'm definitely multi-craftual, or whatever you want to call it. So I will be sharing mostly knitting, spinning, but I also have a Cricut maker, so I do some Cricut projects, other random projects, sometimes cross stitch, etc. So you never know what I'm going to be up to. So thank you for tuning in. If you want to find me on the interwebs, I'm on Facebook as the Cat Lady and Instagram as the Cat Lady. I'm pretty much everywhere as the Cat Lady except for YouTube, which is Crafty Cat Lady, because the Cat Lady was taken. So welcome, and if you are returning, of course, thank you so much for all your support for the past 100 episodes and numerous years. Obviously, I'm slightly unpredictable and I come and go, but here I am again, and we'll see what we can do. In podcast news, we do have a knit along going. It's in with the Reluctant Sisters podcast, so please check her out as well. And we are knitting it's the Fiberfest sweater cal. So if you knit an adult size sweater this year, starting from January until the end of this month, you can enter it into our threads, both of our threads. We both have separate prizes. You can enter 2 sweaters, and for a bonus third entry, if you are wearing a sweater at a fiber festival, any fiber festival, you can put that in as well. So you can have up to 3 entries, and like I said, our prizes are different, but the grand prize for my group will be this skein of CC's wool that I got from Rhinebeck. I'm recording on a brand new camera, so it does want to autofocus. Let's see. So it is tracking this, I think, but so we'll see how this goes. This is Superwash Merino, 4 ounces, 560 yards, fingering weight in the Barnyard colorway. And this was purchased at Rhinebeck this year. I am coming to you from my family room. It's super cold today. I'll talk later, but we just updated our fireplace, so I thought this was a nice little cozy spot to record today. I'm still in all my knits because I'm cold. But anyway, so the grand prize will be the skein of yarn from Rhinebeck. Also a little pouch, Notions pouch, donated from the Reluctant Sisters podcast. I'm looking at the little tracker. It's tracking my hand. So what if nope, still tracking my hand. We'll see how these turn out. Let's see, I have it on my phone here. Yeah, it looks pretty focused. So, bear with me. It's always something new and exciting going on in the Cat Lady world. Also will be included is a project bag that I will make up, and matching DPN holder, as well as a jumbo pom-pom. If I get more entries, so get those entries in there. If we get more, I'll draw a second prize, which is, if not, I'll save this for a different giveaway, because I like to be able to do giveaways, but I'm limited on budget for giveaways because, you know, it costs money to buy stuff, costs money to send stuff out. So the mailing is what always gets me. It's so expensive to mail things these days. But anyways, if I get it, so I want it to be, you know, more than 5 people entered the win. This is the second prize. So this is a skein of Aran weight wool nylon, so 100 grams. So I think you could probably make a pair of socks with this, a hat of DK. It's DK. So DK socks would be nice and squishy. West Yorkshire Spinners in the, I figured out it was Tequila Sunrise. I think it's from their Cocktails collection. So really pretty, bright, summery. And then that would also come with a pom-pom. Okay, I feel like every time I record, I do the prizes differently, but whatever, that's what we're gonna do. So, because I wrote on here that I would do the Notions pouch and the yarn. But I'm going to do the notion spouse for the main prize, and then we'll do the yarn and pom-pom for a bonus prize if we have extra people. So anyways, I don't have a ton to talk about today, so this will be a pretty quick episode. Maybe I can get it in within the half an hour time limit I'm constrained to on this camera. Because I have not made much progress. I've made a lot of progress on one thing, so I put all my effort into the one thing. So no finished objects for knitting. My whips, I'm still working on ornaments, but I have not made any new ornaments, so I need to get going on that. That's kind of my goal maybe for this week, next 2 weeks. So I think I'm going to record every 2 weeks because, like I said, I don't have a ton to share as it is today, and this has been 2 weeks. So 2 weeks seems like a good time frame to get a few things done and show off and still, be able to record something. Still working on my bow tie ascot, but I haven't touched it. I haven't touched that since the summer. What I have been working on is my sweater. So I'm working on the Keen sweater by Alicia Plummer. And this is a bulky sweater that I thought would go a lot faster, but it's starting to pick up now because I'm actually working on it. Go figure. So this is, let's see. That's my paper's all crinkled, but this is the sweater. Bulky weight. It's out of the Plum Dandy Knits collection. Which, seriously, the whole collection is gorgeous, so I want to make everything in that book. That was the same collection that my Rhinebeck sweater was in, the Langlade. So last I recorded, I put a marker in. I was way up here where the little marker is. So now I am done with the body. I bound off I haven't even trimmed it yet. I bound off the body last night. I actually wanted to try it on one more time to make sure the length is where I want it. I don't want it super long like I have in the other sweaters. So I want it to, let's see. So I think that's where I want it, like right above right below my pants line. And it's a little bit roomy, not super roomy, just a little bit, but nice, like right where I want it. So, because this is the size, what size did I make? Made the second one, so I don't know if that's small or a small or medium. Usually I think they start with extra small. Let's see. Sizes, okay, it's the second size, which I think would be a small. I don't know. Maybe medium. I don't know, whatever. It's a 37-inch bust, which I've been I've been on a weight loss plan, I guess you could call it, since June, and I've lost some weight. So I took measurements yesterday, and I've lost 2 inches on my bust circumference. So technically, I could have made the size down if I wanted it more fitted. So, but this is fine. This is fine for what it is. So I'm done with the body. I just need to do the sleeves, and then it's got a big cowl, or big turtleneck, not a cowl neck, big turtleneck. So I don't know if I'm going to start the collar first. I always hate doing collars, so I might do that now just to get it out of the way, because I hate picking up stitches, and then do the sleeves, because the sleeves will be pretty simple and mindless. So I might pick up for the neck today and get that started, just to get it out of the way. And it's a fisherman's rib type thing, so it's going to be a little more, I think I just got to think a little bit. It's a different pattern. So this is in Knit Picks Brava Bulky, in the wine color. It's a little dark. It's a little more darker than it's coming on camera. So, but I've been very happy with the Brava line of yarn. So usually I do the worsted. This is the first time doing a bulky. I think I was knitting too tight at the beginning, so it was hurting my hands. I kind of loosened up and relaxed a bit, and I think that's helping with it go a little faster and not bother my hands so much. And that is living in my Mickey Mouse bag that I made. When I originally made the measurements, I made it a little too short, like for a sweater bag. It fits in here, but it's definitely fitting kind of tight, so I would have, next time I make sweater bags, I'll go up like 2 inches. So, but I like it. It's a cute little bag. so that's all my knitting. But I do have a finished object in spinning. So last I had talked, I was working on my Highland Handmaids BFL silk, or is it just BFL? I think it's just BFL. Yeah, okay. Just Highland Handmaids Pitch Pine Top Prime, black and ecru dyed BFL. So it was kind of a blended BFL that was dyed these colors. So this I finished. I have a woolly winder, and oh my gosh, that made plying so easy. It's 429 yards. I actually never did a wraps per inch test, but it looks like a fingering. I already have a pattern picked out for it because I don't know, I'm excited about the marled kind of barber pulling that it's doing. I did that on purpose. I did a 2-ply because I wanted it to do that. The colors are super pretty. It's like blues, golds, purples. But I already picked out a pattern, so I'll show that in a minute because I'm excited to get that going. So let's finish spinning. So I'm now having a problem with what to spin next. I feel like a lot of my stash is like, I wouldn't say special, but kind of special. So it's like I kind of want to prepare, like know what I'm doing with it before I spin it. I mean, I have some I can just throw on and not worry about, I guess. But I always spin thin for like fingering. And I guess I do use a lot of fingering for shawls and stuff, but I don't know, I feel like I need to kind of step up my game and practice some other things, but then all the fiber I have I don't necessarily want to practice on. So I'm kind of at a place where I don't know where to go. I don't know what to put on the wheel next. I don't know what to make next, so I gotta think about that some more. So if you have any tips or tricks on how to figure out what to spin and how to spin what you want, let me know. No other projects going on and other things. So on to some stash. I don't have a bunch of stash, but I have some. So I had to pick up some yarn to make teacher gifts. So this year I am, as I have the last 2 years, I'm making fingerless mitts for the kids' teachers. And this is, I usually use Vanna's Choice yarn, which I did not see at Joann Fabrics. I think, and I want to say I looked and they only sold it online, so I don't know if they're phasing it out. But this was called Basic Stitch Anti-Pill, so I feel like this is like replacing Vanna's Choice. But it's just acrylic, medium weight, pretty soft. Supposedly anti-pill. I don't quite buy it, but this is in the taupe colorway, so something very just neutral. Last year I did purple because both teachers happened to like purple. I think it was, yeah. The year before I did, I don't know what I did the year before. I can't remember what you did the year before. But I want to say the favorite colors this year, one of the teachers was like yellow. I don't think yellow mitts would be great. So I thought this is guaranteed to match any kind of coat they have. So I got 2 of those, so 2 pair of mitts for the teachers. And then I got a gift for my birthday. So last week was my birthday. I recorded on my birthday, and I got a pattern gift. So this was on my Ravelry list. So Andrea Mowry's What the Fade. Takes a ton, it's like a Find Your Fade except for triangle essentially. So it takes a ton of yarn. But it's awesome. It's got some brioche in it. So 6 colors, yeah. So it's 6 colors. So I need to figure out what I'm doing. I doubt I could stash dye because I never could stash dye for that amount of yarn. That I never have enough coordinating colors. I always just buy such random colors. But it's, I love the tassels on the end too. So I gotta come up with what I'm gonna do for that and make this awesome, huge. This would be perfect for now too. It's like, because you could wear it as like a big shawl. So I need to figure that out. This was a free pattern I acquired, I saw on Facebook, and it was just kind of cute. It's called the Way Out West Bandana by Tiffany Morse. So that was a cute little cowl. And I've seen a lot of renditions of this bandana style cowl that I want to try. So it was free. I think it's free for her birthday, so I snagged that. Now this is the pattern I bought for my handspun. So this is called the Star Shower by Hilary Smith Callis. So I thought this was a pretty cowl that technically I'm hoping. I mean, I looked through projects and it was like hit or miss. Like I gotta make sure my gauge is loose because you can pull it down like a capelet. So you can wear it like a big cowl, or you can, let's see if I can find a picture of her wearing it. Yeah. So without showing off the pattern, she kind of wears it like a caplet, which I love. I love that idea. And it says it only takes, let's see, 400 yards of fingering, and I technically have 429. So I just need to make, and it's lacy, so obviously the lace is going to open up. So I just need to make sure I'm getting the right gauge or a little bit bigger gauge. I don't want the opening to be too big either, but super super cute. And I thought that would look good with the colors and in that, and showcase off those colors too. So that is my plan, so we'll see how that goes. In other stash, I purchased a bag from Ebony Pearl, who is also known as the Crafty Nomad. She has a podcast, Kim. She had a bag sale, and I've been kind of one of those things, like I like to support the people that have supported me and who I followed for a long time. So she mentioned she had a sale. I said, oh, this is the perfect time to go snag one of her bags. So this is the, of course I didn't get this till after Halloween, but it's a Halloween bag. It's like the cool like floating dress on there, and the cat and the tombstones, and it's a pretty like tealish blue little ghosts. So I thought that was too cute to pass up, and on sale. So just inside, just a little light blue, and it's nice and it's got a nice thick interfacing in there, so it's sturdy. It's perfect for a shawl. And whatever, I'll use it during Christmas. I don't care. And then I got an amazing package from my friend Neatsy from Neatsy's Porch. If you recall from last time I recorded, or 2 times ago, whenever I talked about that, I got a nice package from her with some stitch markers. Well, she offered to send me more stitch markers, and she sent me some to use for giveaways. So I have another reason to have a giveaway. So please, if you have any ideas of a fun giveaway, I can do a 500 subscriber giveaway. I would love to do that. I'm still like 40 something away from 500, but I will save one maybe for a 500 subscriber giveaway, and then maybe we can do another knit along. So if anyone has another idea for a knit along, I'd love to do another knit along. So knit alongs are fun. I really do like them. So if you have any kind of, like last year, I think in the beginning of the year, I did like the warm up. So we did like hats and gloves. We could do something other like that. We could do something like coming up soon and do something Christmas themed or holiday themed. Not everyone celebrates Christmas, so holiday themed. I don't know. If you have any ideas, I'd love to hear your ideas, because I want to know what you guys want to do, because I will knit almost anything. So first I'll show you the ones that are for me. So these are the ones that I get to keep, I guess. Let's see. So those are the ones I get to keep. And again, I don't know. Let's try this. So they're like purple, bluish kind of. I probably can't get too close to the camera without it getting blurry, but hopefully that turns out. So that's the first one, and here's her little tin that they all come in. It's got her Etsy on it. And this was another set that we got, like little light blue beads, and then the little sheep. So let's see. They're so small, so it's hard to hold them up. There's that. And then these are the ones to give away. So we have, and I can take pictures of these and post them in my show notes, which will be on Ravelry eventually. They may not be up there today, but they'll be there eventually. If you have any questions, my project pages are mostly up to date. Some of them are missing pictures, but I try to keep all my notes in there. And you can always email me or reach out on Ravelry or Facebook or anywhere and send me a message if you have any questions. But these are like red, white, and blue beads. Very patriotic. card is pretty. And then we have this one, which I had a hard time deciding which ones that I wanted to keep and which ones I wanted to give away because they're all so cute. And this one is super cute too. So this was one of my ones I had a hard time parting with. I want to keep them all, but they're little boot, like a little stocking boot almost. I don't know, it's just a little, it's almost it's kind of Christmassy, but I wouldn't 100% say it's Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmassy. It's like a little stocking. So pretty green color. And then the last one, again, this one was really hard too because they're super pretty. They're like broken marbly, purpley, clear, but they have that weird like textured, broken glass texture in there. Super pretty. So thank you so much, Neatsy. That was super sweet of you, and I'm looking forward to doing some more giveaways so I can give these some happy homes. And yeah, we can put together a little package of maybe markers and a little notions pouch to go with them. And I don't know, I can make a bunch of pom-poms. I can make pom-poms until the end of the day, end of time. I don't know, I can come up with some other things. But I need ideas of what to do. So again, 500 subscriber giveaway, you can do that, but I feel like I need to be closer to 500. So like, spread the word, let's get closer to 500, then I can prompt a giveaway. And then some sort of knit along. So if you have any ideas for a fun knit along that you'd like to do, please let me know. Another thing I got, let's see, where's my time? I'm looking at my time. I got 22 minutes, so I got like 5 minutes before the camera's gonna boot me off. So let's finish this segment and then come back. So then I picked up some more ornaments to make my ornaments. So just some glass ornaments. I don't think it says a size on there. They're from Target. They're just pretty standard. I got 2 boxes of those, so I can make those. I don't know how many I'm gonna do, but we'll get that done. The last thing I got in stash, I will have to show a picture of because it's in the refrigerator. I went to Aldi this morning and waited in line for half an hour. This was all kind of a whim. So someone messaged me yesterday saying, hey, Aldi has wine calendars, because we'd been talking about it with some friends, starting tomorrow. And I said, oh, okay. So I kind of marked my calendar, or gave myself a reminder for the morning, and the kids got on the bus around 8:20. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna head over there and see what's going on. So I got there around 8:30, there was already a small line. And I'm like, okay, well, let's get in line. So I got in line, and they were passing out vouchers. The beer calendar was already sold out for even by people that were in line. I mean, some people grabbed the voucher and went back to their car, because once you got the voucher, you were good. So the beer calendars were already out, but apparently they didn't have many of those because it's new, so they didn't know how they would sell. So they had a lot more of the wine calendars. However, before 9 o'clock, they were out of vouchers for the wine calendars. So if you weren't there before 9, you did not get one. So I get in, and then I had heard they had cheese calendars. So I thought, okay, well, I'll get the wine and get the husband a cheese. Well, I got there, I'm like, well, I kind of want cheese too. So I got 2 cheese calendars. So I got an Advent wine calendar and 2 Advent cheese calendars. So I am ready. I need to get my minis going for my mini blanket, which I like to do the Advent mini blanket squares. So we need to pull my minis and get 24 of those. I don't know if I'm going to wrap them up like I have before. I feel like it's kind of a lot of work. So we might just pull out 24 minis and put them in. Oh, I can put them in my little baby basket. Put my minis in my basket and call it a day. So Advent, all the things this year. And that is it for stash. So now I will take a pause in the action and come back with a life in review. Alright, so life in review. So last I recorded was my birthday. And so it's been 2 weeks, approximately 2 weeks. On my birthday I had a nice dinner out with my family. my favorite Mexican restaurant, so that was cool. Got some fun gifts from my family. I got giant checkers from David because I taught him how to play checkers when we were in Frankenmuth, Michigan, with going out for chicken dinner. So he loved the giant checkers, so they picked me up that. So now me and him can play giant checkers at home. And it's like one of those big rugs with the giant checker pieces, so it's pretty fun. Emily got me a cat in book puzzle, so it's a 750 piece puzzle with a picture of a cat kind of laying on a bookcase. So that was cute. She's like, I asked her, I said, do you want to start the puzzle? Oh, she's like, oh, you can start it. Maybe I'll help you. I'm like, oh, okay. So apparently it's my puzzle, not a family puzzle. And then my husband got me, which was I knew it was coming. Yeah, I didn't know exactly which one because there was a couple different prints that we were looking at, so I told him to surprise me, but I knew I was getting it. But it's this little Loungefly mini backpack. It's got the Star Wars characters on it, little kind of baby Star Wars characters. There was between this one and then there's the one that's got characters from the new movie coming out, which I really liked it because it had BB-8 on it, and I love BB-8. But it had a bunch of characters that I didn't know on it, so he's like, well, you don't know the characters yet, and you may not like them, so I'm sure I would. But so this one's got all the originals, so you got Luke and Ewoks and Han Solo and Leia, R2-D2, Yoda, C-3PO, Darth Vader, all the originals, so it's a classic. So that's been my new purse now. I've been using that, which is kind of nice. It's nice taking it to school with me because I can just throw it on my back and wander around and not have to kind of have my big shoulder bag. I do like my shoulder bag still too, and now it's like, which was also a gift from my family for Mother's Day 2 years ago, and it's same brand, Loungefly, R2-D2. It's real big, and I like big bags. So yeah, but now I feel bad not using that one, but I'm using this one. So my mom came over on the following weekend, and we carved pumpkins, and she got me a Joann Fabrics gift card for my birthday, so that was cool. So I already have some ideas in mind of what I want to make get with my gift card, so I can make some things. So stay tuned. And we had a good time with that. And then I got my new fireplace, which I'm super pumped about. So we've been in this house for like 12 years. It had this ugly brass front, which I've recorded in here before. So if you go back a year or so, you might see some videos of my ugly fireplace. And it was all cobwebby. We lost the key to turn on the gas because there's a hole in the ground that you turn the special key to get the gas on. And probably we could have just used the original stuff besides the door. The door was just hideous. That had to go. But instead I replaced, the logs are the same. I replaced the burner on there. So, just wanted to make sure that everything was new and functional because, it's fire. And then got a new door. So I'm super excited. So we've been spending lots of evenings, especially Halloween night was fun. It was all wet and rainy. So we all came in and turned off all the lights, turned on the fireplace, and all snuggled I sat in this chair knitting, and the kids were watching TV on the couch, and we had the fire going, so it was really cool. Like I said, it was wet and windy on Halloween, but we made it for an hour. Kids got a ton of candy, so it really worked out. So it could have been worse. It was like pouring all day, like pouring, and then so by 6 o'clock it was not raining, and then by like 6:30 it was misting, like lightly raining, and by 7 it was still lightly raining, and we came inside. And then by 7:38 it was snowing, so yeah, it was a chilly night, but kids had fun. They got a bunch of candy, and all was good. Girls on the Run is wrapping up. We did our practice 5K as well last week before Halloween, and it was chilly and misty, so again, not the ideal conditions, but it wasn't freezing. I mean, it wasn't as cold as it is today. So, I mean, it was like 40s, but the rain, it was misty. But oh my gosh, the girls did so well. They get that adrenaline, they get that just sense of accomplishment, and to get it done. So, and everyone got it done, and it was awesome. So they had a good time. And I borrowed a big speaker from the gym teacher, so we've had some music blasting at least on one section. We basically converted the playground into a track that went a quarter mile around, so they had to do 12 laps. They had little bibs on that we would mark for each lap, so once did all 12. We knew they did 3 miles. And then, very approximate, you know, the best I could. But it was the same loop we did for last season, so it worked out really well. And then they got Gatorades and fruit snacks after, and yeah, and some parents showed up and ran with them, and some others just kind of cheered them on, so it was good. So our real 5K, the real deal, is in 2 weeks. It's going to be cold, so we're all going to bundle up, but the whole team, I think, almost the whole team's going to be there. I think we'll be missing one girl, so not too bad, and everyone's got a running buddy, so that's pretty exciting. So that's it. I got some things on the agenda, obviously. I got some things that I haven't talked about that we'll see if I get to. I have an idea of something I want to make that I saw online. So it's a sewing project, so stay tuned for that. I will work more on my sweater because I really want to get that done. I need to work on ornaments. I need to work on mitts. It's time to get the Christmas knitting going. So yeah, hopefully in the next 2 weeks I will have some more things to share with you. So thanks again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share, whatever. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. I try to post semi-regularly. I'm not like a 100 posts a day person, but maybe I try at least once a day. I'm not always a once a day person. I'm usually not posting on the weekends either, so that's almost guaranteed. I don't post on the weekends. I'm just busy with family, but Monday through Friday I try to at least post once a day what I'm up to. And yeah, so I am the Cat Lady on Facebook and Instagram. Come check me out. Follow me on Ravelry. I have a Ravelry group, and that's where all the show notes are. My Ravelry pages are pretty up to date with stash and projects. So if you ever want to see what I've made or any questions about anything, let me know. I will tell you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the High Cliff hat. This is my favorite hat. This is also in the Plum Dandy Knits book. So this was a bulky knit hat. I love this hat. I'm wearing one of those arm knit cowls. I love making these too, and they're easy to wear. And this is in just acrylic line brand yarn. I think it's the Hometown yarn. It's hard to tell. It's black and it's kind of tweedy. You're gonna focus on me. There it goes. So it's got little colors in it. So yeah, I am wearing all the hand knits now, and I love it. I don't love being cold, but I do love being able to wear all the knits. So now you're focusing on my cowl. Focus back on my face. There we go. Oh, and I'm recording with my new camera, so I've pulled together a bunch of money I've saved from literally the last like 3 birthdays. So I've tended to get money from some family members, and I usually would save it because I'd keep it. I'm not sure what I don't like committing to large purchases typically, so I would hold on to it. I'd use it I've been using it for Rhinebeck, so that was the money I used for Rhinebeck. Like literally, and then the next year would come and I get some more. I'm like, I'm not sure what I want to buy, you know, like, and then the next year I got some more, and then, you know, if we had any kind of other things that come up that we get some extra cash on hand, Jim and I sometimes would take some, and I would just kind of hoard it. So I had this little pile hoarded of money. Then my old camera is about 6 or 7 years old, and it was a Canon Rebel T4i. They're now on the T7, so you know it's a few models behind. And so I was looking at getting a T7. And then I happened across a sale for a Canon 77D, which is what this is. And it is pretty much like, it's not their high pro end, but it's not their entry level Rebel TI series. It's in the middle. So it's got a few more features on it that I like, being that I know how to do some more advanced things. I'm definitely still an amateur photographer, no question. But this has more capabilities to do more things that a pro camera would do. It still has a kit lens, but the kit lens is better than my other kit lens because you're talking, you know, it's 6 years newer, so it's got better technology. So I am working on getting better at taking pictures. I have a few cruxes that a lot of photographers have with getting things focused and having my settings right. But so far I've been enjoying how this has been videoing. So it still has the same 30-minute cap on videos, but I think that is a industry standard thing. That's not a Canon thing. That's just how to market it as a camera. It can't video more than 30 minutes, I think is what I read somewhere. But it's the photos seem to be very clear and sharp compared to my other one. And that's a lens. The lens is doing that too. But I mean, I got more capabilities of higher ISO on this and just more functionality. So I'm excited. I've been playing around with that a lot in the last couple weeks, trying to figure it out and fumble with it a bit. So a lot of the functions are placed differently. They're not quite the same location as the other camera. So I'm like, okay, where's this? Where's that? So but I'm having fun with it. And again, it's been tracking me better. It's been tracking when I put things out better. So I am pretty happy with this as using it for video. So I'm hoping you like it too. I did set the white balance in the camera, and from what I see, it looks pretty good. So we'll see what it looks like when I get on the computer. And you know, I'm geeking out here on technicalities that you guys don't care about because this is a knitting show. So thanks for listening to me ramble, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Again, let me know, drop me a line on below any kind of knit-alongs you want to do, tips on getting more subscribers so we can do a 500 subscriber giveaway. And that's all I got for today. I hope you have a wonderful couple weeks and go out and craft all the things. Thanks. Bye.